In the Depth of Love. Chapter 1. Dad, I got the first position again. Tiffany ran to her father happily. She is a beautiful girl of 15 years and came from a poor background, but still she is happy and satisfied. Her mother died while giving birth to her, so her father raised her alone. That is good, darling. I know you will always make me proud, he said and planted a kiss on her cheek. Then they both went to eat breakfast. After eating breakfast, Tiffany packed the plate and went to do the dishes. She went to her dad, who was already dressed for work. Darling, I am going to work now, go and play with your friend. Yay, she shouted, jumping like a 5-year-old kid, and her father couldn't help but laugh. Okay, bye darling, her dad said and pat her hair. Bye daddy, she said, waving at him. Then her dad went out. Tiffany quickly got into her room and dressed up, then went out to meet her friend. She trekked for just 10 minutes before getting to her house. She knocked on the gate and the security let her in because he know who she is. She got into the house. Evelyn, she screamed. Just then a young girl of her age came down from the stairs. She has a long black shiny hair and a white skin, she looks pretty. Did you want to make me deaf? Evelyn said. Wow, I am so happy to be out again, she shouted. Crazy girl, Evelyn said, laughing. Yeah, you can say that again, I am the craziest girl in all of California. What brings you here? Can't I come to greet my bestie again? She said and feigned to be angry. I am sorry, I was just surprised because you have never come to visit me this early before. Well, Dad is not at home and I am bored, so I decided to pay you a visit. Thank God, you are such a lifesaver. My parents are not at home also, Evelyn said, and they both went to her room and they began playing games and gisting. Evelyn has been Tiffany's friend since childhood. They met along the way and they became best of friends. Evelyn's parents are rich unlike Tiffany, but this does not make Evelyn love her less. Alvarez Company. A car drove into the company and the driver came out and went to open the back door. Then a pair of legs with a black shiny shoe could be seen. The person came out fully and the driver closed the door. He is tall and a bit huge. His hair was jet black and gelled. He wore a blue suit, well ironed, and a well polished shoe to match. He is in his early 40s. He is the CEO of Alvarez Company, Mr. Ricardo Alvarez. The driver collected his briefcase and they walked in. As his workers saw him, they greeted him, but he ignored their greetings and went into his office with his cold face. He got into his office and then sit down, then his driver dropped his briefcase and went out. He took the phone on his desk and punched in some digits and put it in his ear. My coffee, he said and hang up. After few minutes a young lady walked into his office with a cup of coffee in her hand. This is your coffee, sir, she said and turned to walk out. Stop, he said, then she halted. Taste the coffee. Okay, sir, she answered, then took a spoon and tasted the coffee. Good, now you can go, he said, and she walked out fearfully. His workers has been working with him for 6 years, but still he could not trust them, maybe because of his sin. Apart from owning a company, he is also the master of a big mafia clan, a ruthless one at that, and he has killed so many people all his life. Upon all his atrocities, he was blessed with a young handsome boy of 17 years, and he is really brilliant and he loved him so much, he never let anything bad happen to him. Well, the boy name is Jameson. He kill people but never let any harm come close to his son. Jameson saw his father as the most holiest and perfect father, but never knew he is the opposite of what he thinks. Tiffany's father worked in his company as a janitor, though the job is not good enough, but he had to do it to provide for his daughter. Asterisk 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 asterisk. Around evening, Tiffany left Evelyn's place and went back to her home. She had a lot of fun today as usual. She got back home and began preparing dinner. She was done in 2 hours and she went into her room to take a shower. After few minutes her father came back home and she welcomed him. How is my baby doing? He asked. Dad, I am not a baby, I am a young adult, she said with an eye roll. But you are still my baby no matter how old you are, he said, and then went up to take a shower, and after few minutes he came down for dinner. Tiffany dished the food and they both sat down and began eating. Wow, this is delicious, her father said, then she smiled proudly. Well done, daughter, he said, giving her a thumb up. Thanks, Dad, she said. They continue eating. After they finish eating, she packed the dishes to the kitchen and they retired to bed. But Tiffany was in her room chatting with Evelyn and smiling to herself. After some hours of chatting, she switched off her phone and slept off. To be continue. How was the first chapter? I hope you all love it. Give me massive likes, comments and shares. Thanks for doing so. Love you all, throwing kisses.